Mulan. I was privileged once again to see a few minutes of this film at the end of last year. Visually, it was stunning. Physical sets, the actors' wire work, and the practical location sets were just incredible. The scale of this film is like a grand epic comparable to Ben-Hur or Gladiator. So, what could go wrong?
Ladies and gentlemen, hiss and foes, welcome to the Culture Casino!
Mulan opens in just a couple of weeks now, and the promotion of the film is about to hit super hype mode. The access media is out there trying to push this film really hard right now with lofty projections and just absolutely glowing praise. What they don't seem to be looking at all is the changes made to accommodate this film's target audience. It's no secret nowadays that studios covet China's expanding entertainment market. With this particular remake, Disney has tailored the story to be more in line with this international audience in mind. While still honoring the elements of their original story and their animated film, Disney has made a few strategic cuts. Gone is the musical nature of the film. Also left behind is Mushu the dragon. They've even removed the love interest in the film, as Li Shang is removed to honor the #MeToo crowd. There are some statements being made that we get to see a phoenix that will supposedly help Mulan grow into some kind of superpower, super being, super soldier, but that remains to be seen. There are many issues with these changes here in the United States. To date, Disney live-action remakes that are successful are almost a shot-for-shot retelling of their animated predecessors. In this new version of Mulan, many of those elements that are very familiar with audiences have been removed, and some of the tone seems to have changed. It's very likely that all the changes made in this film may discourage some moviegoers from braving the theater. Under normal circumstances, this film would still perform well domestically. However, in light of the current worldwide illness and restrictions on public gatherings, this movie will not have the oft-stated $80 million opening weekend that they believe would happen domestically. This number's been touted and even expanded upon over the last few weeks. Internationally, China will not be opening their 70,000 movie theaters that are currently closed for some time. And who's to say exactly how many moviegoers are going to be willing to go back to theaters after a scare where multiple tens of thousands of your citizenry have been infected with a terrible disease. While there are some plans by various studios for some movies to utilize video-on-demand services, China is actually pushing for the big studios to keep their films on the big screens. Speculation by studio execs, however, have been mixed to the extent that they're concerned that these closures could last many, many months. Recently, a Bloomberg quick take revealed that this circumstance that we're dealing with may not even be gone by summer. Some of the other nations that make up big box office power are also in the midst of the same crisis, and those markets will produce very little to no revenue. Disney is poised to have a rough start of the year. If Mulan doesn't pull in domestically what they were planning on, as they're currently experiencing a lower return on their Pixar's Onward movie based on its decreased projection, they could be in some trouble. While Onward has been struggling for reasons other than just the current global crisis, Mulan doesn't have a lot of excuses other than that. It uses something that was a previously successful and formulaic property that had been successful for many years. The biggest problem for Mulan is profitability. It's admitted to a production budget of approximately $200 million, although I have heard considerably substantial more money was spent during production cycle. And if that promotional budget is higher than normal, which it was expected to be, even if Mulan hits $160 million domestically during its run here in the States, it will still be a huge loss for Disney. Probably north of $100 million in loss. Time will only tell, of course, but that end result is going to be significant. I truly believe Disney should have followed the Bond movies path and pushed back their release of this film until it could settle in to a more calm market. I'm not rooting against this movie by any means. In fact, on the contrary, as I said, it looks absolutely gorgeous. I am sure this is a home run when you look at it visually. The story is a good one, even if it's altered to be tailored more towards a specific audience. But I'm skeptical about the returns here, and I'm not shy about talking about it. So tell me what you think. Is this going to be a good movie that's going to get Disney back on track in the box office early this year, or is it going to be the victim of the many factors that are lining up in front of it right now? Anyway, thanks for spending a few moments here with us here at Culture Casino. Please take the time to subscribe and comment, as it can really help the traction for the channel and help me build it. I hope wherever you are, as usual, that your day is a great one. And remember, at Culture Casino, when the house wins, we all win.